Guys, so for today's video I wanted to do the strip down challenge, which is basically a video going around YouTube where YouTubers make a video just talking about whatever they want without any edits and stuff like that. And as you can tell, I look pretty whatever right now, but I really wanted to make this video because I think it's a good way just to kind of talk about things in life that maybe otherwise you wouldn't talk about, because a lot of people think that people who do YouTube have like a perfect life and whatever, and I mean, I am by no means a like famous YouTuber. I don't have that many subscribers at all. YouTube is just something fun that I like to do, and I like to look back on the memories, so that's why I do it. But I still wanted to do this tag because for people who know me and do watch my videos, there's things that I just haven't like talked about, so I figured now would be a good time to talk about it. And is my battery going to die? Awesome. I think my battery's going to die soon, so I'm going to try to get through this video without it dying. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is college, and I was in college and I am no longer in college at the moment. I dropped out. I hate that like term, like dropped out. Like, I don't know, I just stopped doing college because honestly, like, it was not making me happy at all. Like, it was making me stressed, it was making me angry, it was just like, I don't know, like, it was just not going well for me. I didn't like it. I wasn't enjoying it at all. I wasn't getting good grades, and I just got to a point where I basically said, like, I have to do what makes me happy and what's going to be the best for me at this point in my life, regardless of what other people are going to say or think. So I'm no longer in college, and because of that, I've been a lot happier that being college, at least for that part of my life. And I really don't care what anyone says about it. I mean, I know there's going to be people who aren't going to agree with my decision and whatever, but ultimately I chose what is best for me right now. So I'm no longer in college. I don't know when or if I'm going to go back to college. It just, I don't know, like, school has never been my thing, and now that I'm an adult, I can choose. And to me, it's basically, why put myself through classes and waste my time on something that is not making me happy when I work full-time right now and it's not necessary. Like, unless you want to be something like a doctor or a lawyer or something that's like super high in the professional field, like, I personally don't think like college is like necessary. Like, I can still do mostly what I wanted to do without a degree. So yeah, that's just basically that with college. And I'm just really happy that I made that decision to not be in college, at least for now and probably for a little while. The next thing I wanted to talk about is anxiety, because a lot of people probably don't know, unless you're like really close, like friends with me or whatever, that I have an anxiety disorder. I don't know the exact name for it besides having an anxiety disorder. I know there's different types of anxiety disorders and stuff like that, and it's something that I've had like most of my life, but didn't really realize it until like maybe 4 years ago, when it got really bad. And it's so hard to explain because I can't pinpoint things that make me anxious. A lot of my anxiety is just like, I'll randomly get anxiety and I'll randomly get a panic attack, and like, one minute I'll be fine going into a store, and then the next day I won't want to like go into a store. So it's just kind of like things, you just have to like deal with it. Like, it's hard for people who don't have it to understand it, and I completely get that, because like, things that I don't have, it's going to be hard for me to understand as well. But it's something that I don't want to hide because I'm not ashamed of it. I can't help it. I just have it and have to deal with it, and I do take medication for it, and I don't think of it as like a weakness or as a whatever people call it. I can't think of the word right now, but it's not like a disability, or it's not all in my mind either, trust me. But yeah, it's something that's not fun to live with, but I always think that it could be way worse than just anxiety. But a lot of people don't realize how bad anxiety actually like is for a lot of people. And it's definitely a daily struggle that I've learned different ways to cope with, different ways to deal with. It's hard when a lot of people don't understand what you're dealing with or whatever, and half the time I can't even explain what it is or how I feel, because like I said, a lot of the time it is just random anxiety. It's a lot of mind tricks and overthinking and what ifs with my anxiety. But it's something, once you have it for a while, you learn different coping ways and different ways to deal with it. And yeah, it's sometimes it is a struggle. I'm not going to say like it's not a struggle or that it doesn't affect my everyday life sometimes, but for me, I always think it could be a lot worse, and it's just something that I know I have to deal with. And sometimes I wish people could be a little more compassionate and understanding, but at the same time, I know that they can't fully understand, just like someone that has something else that I don't have, so I wouldn't be able to fully understand. But anxiety has a lot to do with why I am not in college anymore. I mean, I think even if I didn't have anxiety, I wouldn't be in college, because I seriously I hated it. But yeah, so college anxiety. Ooh, I just turned 20 a few months ago, and I've really been looking into doing foster care, and it's something that I can't do until I'm 21, and I know that, but I've kind of just been like doing whatever I can at this moment to like get ready for it as much as I can. So I've known I've wanted to do foster care and adopt since I was super little, even when I didn't know, obviously, like what it all really was and everything. But now that I'm older and I've done like a lot of research, I know a lot more about it. So I haven't told that many people. I posted something about it on my Facebook, and I got like a few responses or whatever, and then some of my close friends know. I don't really know what people think of it or are going to think of it. I can think of people off the top of my head who I know are probably going to be judgmental about it, but honestly, like, I don't care, because I don't see how you can be judgmental of helping babies and children that don't have a home or a family, that would be in foster care or in an orphanage. Like, I don't know how there's anything bad that can like, I just don't understand it, but I know there's going to be people. But I'm just doing a lot of research, trying to figure out what I'm going to do once I turn 21 in September of next year. So I still have like a ways to go, but it will come fast. So I'm trying to do as much as I can. I'm looking into different agencies and trying to figure out if I'm going to be living where I am now or what. So eventually I'll have all that figured out, and I'll do a huge update once the time comes closer. But that's just another thing that I've been